Hey everybody, welcome to the Indian Motorcycle Guy. We are finally at part 3, the fun part of our Undertail kit that we got from Corbin here. This is the third video where we're going to be going over installation of this beauty right here. This is still going to be drying up a little bit, but as you can see, I've already got the sissy bar taken off. And we're gonna start getting prepped. This probably has maybe another 12 hours to go, but thankfully that's the last step in the process. So tomorrow morning, I just want to be able to throw that on and then the fender back on and rock and roll. So step 1, and if you didn't know how to do this for removing the seat, just take this bolt out right here, lift up, slide back, and your seat comes off. And step 2 is going to be removing our fender bolts, and then we'll get the fender off. All right, so to get the fender off, we're going to be using an 11 mil socket. I have the spools on here, so these are the spools for the quick release sissy bar. You're going to be using an Allen key if you just have the stock spacers, which we will need on there. So, all right. So now we will remove our fender, our rear fender. Okay, so our next step is we want to trim these 3 zip ties for our turn signal wires. So that's this guy here. And there's 2 wires on this side. One is for the turn signal, the other one is for the license plate light. So we're just going to clip these. And free those up. So then our next step is to disconnect the turn signals and the license plate wire, and that's going to be done through this wiring harness that's right here. All right. All right, so on the inside of both the left and right taillight mounting rails, there's a wire harness cover. So on either side, there is going to be a clip that you'll have to use a flathead screwdriver and take that off. And then there's also a little pressure fit pin that goes in there that you will have to pry out with a flathead screwdriver. I found that doing it from the bottom kind of yields the best starting point, and then I just work my way around it for the rest. There we go, that's the winner. All right, on either side there is a 6 mil Allen key, and we're going to use that to remove the taillight assembly. You're going to notice that these have a lot of resistance to them, so just go slow and steady. All right, so we're just going to use our flathead screwdriver, and we are going to release the left-hand side tail light. There we go. That's how you remove the tail light. We're going to do the same on the right-hand side. All right, next step, using our 5mm Allen key, we're going to remove the taillight brackets. On each side, there's 2 bolts that are on the bottom side. We're just going to take those out now. All right, next up, we're going to use our 4mm Allen key, and we're going to install our Corbin supplied replacement brackets for the tail lights. These are going to screw into the existing rails for the tail light brackets. we're going to be using the 6mm machine screws and the lock washers that are provided. Just a quick little mounting tip. So the flared end, you're going to want facing outwards and towards the rear of the vehicle. And then you just want that on both sides. All right, so our next step was to carefully fit our painted piece in place, and we're going to use the 6mm Allen bolts to secure it into place. All right, now that we have our piece in place here, what we're going to do is we are going to install our license plate mounting bracket. So you're going to have to make sure that you bend and curve your license plate into place. And then we're going to feed this wire through the very top right hole in our piece here. I have the top 2 screws already in place, so they can just fit in where they need to go. There we go. And then we have vinyl lock nuts on the back, and we have our fender washers. So we are going to just install those. All right, now we've got all our screws in place. We're going to use some Allen key, or pardon me, our Allen key and some needle nose pliers. We're going to torque these down. All right, our license plate bracket is secure. Now we're going to route our wiring for our new LED license plate light. So we're going to come out of this hole here. Make sure that the wire is tight, or not piano tight, but tight. And then we're going to come down this hole right here, like so. All right, next we're going to want to reinstall our factory tail lights, and we're going to use this very far back hole right here to install the tail light as such, so that we can route the wiring at the exact same time with the new license plate light wiring. If you don't have Loctite, not a big deal, because they provide lock washers. You are not going to use the factory bolts. You are going to use a lock washer fender washer combo with a 5mm Allen key. Now we're going to do the other side. Okay, so now that we have these finger tight, we're going to want to align our tail lights to make sure that they're sitting properly, and then we're going to secure them. Once you have both your tail lights aligned, you can go ahead and torque them down. Okay, so now we are going to reinstall the wiring harness. I want to point out, you want all 3 of your connection points, not the big ones. You want all 3 little connection points attached with a little pigtail coming off for the license plate. Make sure you do not cut before the connector. Just to be clear, you're going to be cutting the white and black wires with a few inches coming off of the black small connection point. I hope that helps. Now we're going to reroute our cabling. We're going to reconnect our turn signal on this side. Here we go. Same thing, we're going to run our wiring here. And we're going to make our connection right here for our turn signal on the left side of the bike. So now we need to strip this wire and we're going to connect white to white, black to black, but first we need to put a little heat shrink on it just so we can cover up our connection. All right, now we're going to splice our tail light wires. Heat shrink's important so that we can seal our connections after. All right, so we want to take 2 short pieces of heat shrink and we want to slide one over each. All right, the battery died, so I didn't bother recording. I just went ahead, I made the splices, but you can see here that the connections are made white to white, black to black. Heat shrink is done. Make sure you heat shrink each connection individually so they don't short out. I'm just gonna give it an additional wrap of electrical tape here so it's just connected and protected. All right. We're going to get this connected back together, and then simply for here, we're just going to bundle that up nice and neatly and then tuck it under the existing cable restraints. And then I'm just going to throw another zip tie right there and hold it all down. Cut that off flush. And we are good. Next, we're going to reinstall our fender. And we're gonna slide it over very gently, make sure we don't scratch anything. All right. Now we're gonna reinstall our spools using our 11mm socket here, and this is so that we can reattach our sissy bar. Now we're gonna torque these back down. Don't over tighten these. Now we can reinstall our seat. Simple as this. This is a 6mm Allen key. So now we're just going to reinstall the sissy bar, and to do so, just carefully slide this front end of these over the spools, click them into place, make sure that they're on the spacers. Once both sides on the front are clicked in, just apply pressure on the back, locks into place, and then we will install our safety screws using our 4mm Allen key. And once that's in place, the lock is engaged and you can't open it. All right, so the very last step is to just go under and torque these down as much as possible, or as much as until your fender or your Undertail kit is fully tightened. And there it is, folks. I think I did a pretty good job on the paint. Install looks great. Lights are working. I love the LED light. That looks absolutely crisp. The license plate, I wish I'd take the cover off. It looks absolutely incredible. You know what, Corbin? You guys did a great job on this design. It was just a one-off scenario, I guess, but hey, quick little scoot around the back. What do you think, folks? I love it. Thanks for tuning into the Indian Motorcycle Guy. Like and subscribe. Make sure you check out our other videos if you enjoyed this one. And come along for the journey on what we're doing to the Indian Chief. You never know what you're going to run into, and this was certainly a fun one. So thanks again. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all your time checking out these videos. Again, check out some of our other stuff. Like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace!